Hey, whether you're looking to attract in a partner, you're looking to attract in love, or whether you're looking to bring in more love, romance, surprise, sensuality into your current relationship, here's something we look at when we talk about energy and Feng Shui and the vibe. We attract what we are. So if we are love, if we are sensuality, we are romance, we are surprising and feeling fun and spontaneous, we attract more of all of those things. Maybe you know that if you've been here on this channel, you look at other Feng Shui tips, you work on your personal energy, but you're having difficulty after a busy day of work taking care of kids, after a busy day of work taking care of clients, taking care of everybody else but yourself after a long day of work or just a busy day in general. You're like, how do I tap into that vibration though? How do I tap into that energy to attract more of it? And I hear you on that. It can be very difficult to flip that switch. That's why I created this video for you, to help it be an easier transition from your busy day into that love vibration. So this video is going to share with you 5 different ways to create a romantic, loving bedroom specifically, because that's where some romance happens. And it's also where we spend a lot of our time. So in this video, 5 different ways to create a romantic bedroom to bring in that romance and loving spark. Again, whether you're single or whether you're looking for more of it in your relationship. I'm Jeanette Sizikowski, your go-to Feng Shui consultant, and daily I'm working with the successful, the motivated, and the inspired. So they're busy people and they have relationships at home too. So I have heard it all and I know the struggle that they face in this balance of busy life, inspired, wanting to reach their goals, and also have a wonderful, loving relationship when they come home. So let's get into it. The first tip I'm going to share with you today applies to the people who have children, but stick with me. The other 4 is universal. It is for everyone. So first piece of advice, remove any of your children's items, whether that's a drawing, whether that's toys, whether that's clothes, whether that's diapers, whether that's all of their arts and crafts. Remove your children's items from your bedroom. I don't personally have children, but I have a mother that kept literally everything I ever made, and I have plenty of friends who are having children right now where, especially with the first child, you're so excited. You're so excited by every little thing they make that you just want to hang it up everywhere. I also have clients whose children, they're on their 3rd or 4th child. And so there's just, whether it's excitement because it's the first kid, or whether it's just they're running out of room in their house, children's things end up in the bedroom. And yes, it is very exciting. And yes, I'm sure you have the most special child on the planet, but the bedroom, your bedroom specifically, is for you. This is where you spend so much of your time rejuvenating, waking up, having some alone time. You know, if your children are a little bit older, they're sleeping in another room. Some of you might still be in the stage where they're sleeping with you in bed, and that's a little bit tricky. So don't get too hung up on this. I'm giving you 5 different things to adjust. The bedroom, your bedroom, is for you. It's your moment to say what you're grateful for in the morning, grateful for in the evening, and restore all of that energy so you can be a great parent in the morning. But you are also a human being. You need some of that sensual time. You need some of that romance. You want that love. Otherwise, you might not be watching this video. And so that bedroom should be your love sanctuary. If you have to have children's items in the bedroom, try and make it in a discreet area, maybe in the closet, somewhere it can be put away and out of sight. Because again, whether you're looking to attract love or you're already in a relationship, it is just a little bit of a reminder that there's things to do, there's carpool to take, there's things to clean up, there's someone to look after. And a mothering, nurturing relationship and a fathering, nurturing relationship is very different than a romantic wine and dine, like I'm in touch with the mood kind of vibration. So make it easier on yourself and your energy to get into that love, romance, sensual vibration by putting your children's items, which is more of a nurturing energy, in an area that you can't see it. You're giving so much love, but you are ready for love. You're ready to receive that love from another adult. So my first piece of advice is remove any visual clutter that makes it difficult for your brain to focus on the love vibration that you're trying to attract and be in. So all of these children's items, and put them somewhere where they aren't seen so they, again, get out of your visual clutter. On that note of children, my second piece of advice is remove any family photos, remove any pictures of the deceased that are in your bedroom. Really try and look at your room as this romantic luxury hotel or this romantic oasis where you can get in touch with all of your senses, all of that sensual feeling, all of that love that you're trying to attract. Get in touch with that spark that you're looking to reignite. How many of us have that spark when we're in front of our parents, our grandparents who've passed away, all of our cousins, all of our aunts and uncles? That spark's not usually there when those people are in the room, and so removing those photos is going to help you reignite that spark when even their photos are out of the room. Notice the similarities here. Children, when we're taking care of children, you're in a nurturing, you're still happy, but you're in a nurturing vibration. You're in a giving, caring vibration, very selfless vibration. When you're in front of parents, relatives, you're still in a happy, hopefully happy vibration, but it's a different happy. It's a joyous, it's a jovial, it's a familial happy. All good energies. So I can understand why you would have all of these items in your home to uplift your space. But we're going for a different vibration here. We're going for a different kind of happy. Imagery is still very important for setting a mood of a space. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't have any images. I'm saying after you have removed those types of images, the arts and crafts, hang up imagery that puts you in the mood. That puts you in the mood for whatever it is your goal is. Maybe it is more of that special time with your partner. What's an image that puts you in the mood for that? Maybe it is just attracting a husband or a wife, a life partner, a soulmate. What's an image that gets that going, those ideas going, that imagination, that loving, sensual feeling? If you didn't have children's items or familial items, what is the imagery in your space? Is it a empty beach where a dock leads to nowhere, which is very neutral and kind of lonely? Is it a big mountain range with one canoe or kayak at the bottom, and that's like symbolizing I have this mountain to climb in this bedroom? Is it a tree that's going through the seasons and so there's no consistency, there's like just dead winter? You know, what is the imagery in your bedroom and how can you use it to spark your own mood? So imagery is something that we can see. All of this was about the visual. Let's look at the sense. And it is all about kind of tapping into those senses, because for everybody, there is a specific scent that's stronger than the other. Actually, if you look at your human design chart, you can go to mybodygraph.com, myhd.com, and look at your human design chart. There will be something that says strongest sense. And it's a very complex system, human design, but you can look at your sense and see, okay, well, this like actually does trigger me. You already might have a pretty strong idea because you could just be very in tune with yourself. Like, I love physical touch. I love every time I hear certain music, it always brings back certain memories. And so sound could be what really gets you in a zone. Physical touch could be what really gets you in the zone. But for this one, tip number 3, we're looking at sense, because whether sense is your strongest sense or not, the smell of your room is very important. If you're looking to up that romantic vibe and easily flip that switch into a romantic, loving feeling, consider getting sprays or pillow sprays, any kind of spray, fragrance, or natural oil for your room. I personally really like all of the Aveda chakra sprays. They're very nice. I have had Zen Jen on here quite a few times in different videos doing meditation. She has some wonderful natural oils that are very relaxing. You know, it doesn't have to be this really romantic, overpowering perfume that you spray, but it can be even just an oil that relaxes you, because oftentimes that love feeling comes in when we're feeling relaxed, when we're feeling more yin. When we're in yang mode, that's work, that's doing, that's caring for others. That's not really when we're in the mood to like receive love, be with somebody else. So how can you get in that yin relaxed state? And I really recommend scents. This can also be done with candles, but I know that candles can be a little bit just cumbersome. It can also be done with diffusers, but some people don't keep up with keeping the water clean in their diffusers and cleaning out the old oils and putting in new oils. So a really nice mist that you just keep by your bed. I do know some people in marriages that to keep it spicy, the woman puts her perfume on her partner's pillow or on her own pillow. So that scent is just there when they go to sleep. And that's, I think, a very romantic way of doing it. A nice expensive bottle that looks very pretty next to the bed, and then you spray it on the pillow, and it just helps you even just get calm, even just want to be in that yin state. And on the note of smells, this reminds me to remind you to get rid of all the food in your room. Maybe you're single and so it's just easy to Netflix and chill by yourself in your bed, and you've got all kinds of cups of water and old cans and LaCroix cans and some empty takeout boxes. Whatever it is, this is not signaling to the universe, I am ready to let somebody else into my life. It's signaling to the universe, I am very happy and content alone here in this bed with my laptop. So that's on you. Straighten up your room. Relationship, no relationship. Think of the smells in your room. Going to bed. It's very hard to go to bed and get in the mood when there's this smell of fried food and old Chinese food and dirty water glasses next to your bed. Tip number 4, think about the textures surrounding you, on your bed before you go to sleep. And before you wake up, for that matter. If you're looking to attract a partner, you're looking to turn on that sensual, loving, romantic vibration to attract more love into your life, how do you feel in what you're wearing? If you're wearing an oversized t-shirt with holes in it, it's very baggy, you're wearing really loose sweatpants with stains all over it, you're likely not feeling very sexy, you're likely not feeling very presentable, which again, we attract what we are. So how do those clothes when you go to sleep make you feel? Maybe you really don't care. You really might not be somebody that's a texture person, and you are just good, locked and loaded in your mind now that you have the scents going, now that you have the right imagery. But for some people, this is an area that you need to look at. What makes you feel the most masculine? What makes you feel the most feminine? Women, would you feel more feminine if you were wearing a nice nightgown, if you were wearing something silk, if you were wearing something that was just nice cotton that didn't have holes in it? Men, maybe you would really like to be wearing some silk pants. You know, it's a special occasion. Maybe that helps you set the tone for attracting it. Might not make you feel the most masculine, but it's gonna feel good. Or should you just invest in like a nice, easy, simple, matching nightwear set? Is the old football jersey, is the gray stained sweatpants really how you feel like a really accomplished, successful person to attract in your life partner? And then take a look at your pillows, your bed sheets, your comforter. This is great for people in or not in a relationship. You don't have to go all in on getting silk. Actually, silk is very good for your skin though. It's really breathable. It helps your skin breathe. And if you have any skin issues, I've heard great things about silk. But also, can you just get a nicer thread count? Can you get rid of your college sheets and get something that you and your partner like, that you got together, that makes you feel successful and empowered? That's a really weird thing to think about your sheets. Like, why do my sheets need to empower me? But again, if we attract what we are, and if the way that manifestation works is we try and act as if all of our dreams have already happened to attract them in, would the successful you, would the you in your dream life have crappy sheets? These are all these little details that our subconscious picks up on that we don't think about every day because it's the norm. We're so used to being comfortable, we're so used to the same thing, but to receive change, we have to change. And it's even in some of these little details. Or are you, I see this all the time with my male clients, it's so funny. They are so successful. They have so much money, they're crushing it, they're on top of the business world. They come home and they don't have a headboard. Do you have a headboard? Do you have matching sheets? Do you have 4 sets of pillows, or just 4 pillows? You want to attract in a woman that's up to your caliber, or another man that's up to your caliber. They're going to want some respect. They're going to want to see that they would have their own pillow, and they're going to want to see that the sheets, the comforter, the bed is like an adult, good, matching, put together bed, because that represents our put togetherness. So number 4 is all about the textures. It's about really feeling like you already have this dream goal, this dream partner, this loving relationship, and this love vibration in your life. So whether it's adding in more silk, getting a matching nightgown set, or whether it's just kind of upgrading what you currently have to a nicer cotton, a nicer thread count, a nicer matching pillowcase set. Think about the textures that you're waking up in and going to sleep in your bedroom. And tip number 5 is looking at the lighting in your room. There's a reason that romantic restaurants have this low light ambiance. There's a reason that romantic restaurants use the warmer color tone. So the first thing you can look at are your layers of light. If you're in a long-term relationship, you likely read in bed at night, you're probably watching TV, but as you know, bad feng shui to have electronics in the bedroom, but so many people just ignore my point on that one. But you probably need a good nightstand light if you're reading books by your bed. But then what is an even lower level? Or maybe does your lamp have different settings where you have a bright, a low, and a bright, a mid, and a low light level? Or can you add in some candles? I know, again, candles can be a little cumbersome because you're like, well, I don't want to fall asleep with the candle on. So invest in some of those fake battery operated candles. They still look very nice and they give that warm flickering ambiance that is low that you find in romantic lights. I want to give you an example of what I mean by light, warm and cool lighting. So fun fact, I used to sell lighting and I'm a big lighting geek whenever I go into like hotels, and I just love looking at the lighting fixtures and all of that. And if I see miscolored lighting, it just like really drives me nuts. So anyway, let me give you a little tip on different colors. I actually have a ring light right here. So see how we're in this warmer light now. You can see on my face, it's a little bit warmer lighting. We still have some natural light coming in, but watch as it changes to cool. So see how it's gone from really bright now, and it was really warm and low lighting. Now it's really bright. When you go to Home Depot, when you go to Lowe's, when you go to whatever hardware shop you go to, they usually only give you 2 options. They give you a low warm light and they give you a cool white light. Your bedroom is not the bedroom to have the cool white light. It's very harsh, it's very sterile. It's like what they use in hospitals. So you want to go with the warmer, even light. That's also really good for relaxation. The cool light represents daytime and the warm light represents more of a sunset. So even when you think of that analogy there, you want to have these layers of light that are cool, that help your body wind down. And it's also, there's so many scientific facts about how different lighting produces different chemicals in our body. And so that warm light, that candle light, that low lighting is what helps produce that love, sensual, romantic feeling. So candles are the perfect trick, or just look at your light bulbs, make sure all of the different light bulb types match, and make sure that it is that warmer light. Or try, if you are on the market for some new bedside lamps, try and find one that has different light levels. Some of those like hand tap ones, is that really old school? Some of the hand tap ones have the different dim settings. Give yourself some options. And now that you've created this loving romantic bedroom, go check out my other video, How to Feng Shui for Love and Relationships, where I share with you 4 ways to use your whole space, your whole home to attract that love and relationship vibration.